So welcome, everybody. We have a special guest from Beijing today, Cindy. And Nat, my good friend and former student at University of Colorado. Marissa's trying to come, but she's tied up in a meeting. So let me start with the first question. How did you first experience or encounter the 4D system, Cindy?
Yes, Charlie. I remember in the year of, let's see, 2010. Yes, I started my coaching course with a gentleman who started with you in US, I believe. And he was in China at that time. And he mentioned, I know a team coaching system which was founded by a scientist. And that really is what that information was really attractive, inspiring to us who just started to learn coaching, since we don't have a team coaching system, which sounds effective. And he further asked us, I'm planning to introduce the system into China. Would like to get involved in the program bringing this system to China. I don't know why. I just raised my hands. And I don't know what system it is and who found it. So I think it is arrangement by God, by fortune, or by universe. I don't know. And then we started to do the document, the translation, and start the email contact with you. And at that time, I don't have a sense who this person is, how does he look like. Anyway, for half a year, we arranged the translation, the Chinese documents. And then we had the first workshop in Beijing, but I don't know if I really understood the system at that time. Charlie, do you remember the first time the plan was to have you here in Beijing, but you got to have your operation, I think, for your eye?
Maybe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
had
finally, we met Anne in Beijing for the first
I
time.
did have eye surgery. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe within 6 months, you came to visit Beijing for a company like aerospace in China.
So China Aerospace, yes. China Aerospace brought me over twice.
Yeah, and that's the first time I met you in Beijing.
Was it at the publishers meeting?
Yes,
The
and
book
then
publishers
we
meeting.
went to the publisher's
Yeah.
house.
And that was quite an experience because I asked my friend Dr. Mao to go with me to the publishers meeting and take me there. This was the first meeting with the book publisher. And I said, there's probably going to be 15 people on the other side of the table, just you and me. Well, I got there and there's 15 people on my side of the table and only 2 people on the publisher's side. It was all my 4D colleagues I had not yet met.
Yeah,
And
and that's our first meeting. And after that meeting, you invited me, that evening, you invited me to let's see, Pasadena.
Pasadena,
Yeah, to join your workshop with NASA team. That was the really first time that
okay.
I felt the energy for the system. I saw how you work with the team and how the team energy changed within 3 days. That was amazing.
So, yeah, so that's interesting. Amy came with you, didn't she?
Yeah, yes, me too.
And Paul, the guy who introduced us, he and I parted company because he thought that you were too junior to come to the same workshop with him. And I said, I don't care about these things. So he and I never spoke again.
That's true. Baby and I, we were students, coaching students of Paul's class. Yes.
Yeah. Well, so you and I did how many workshops in Beijing? Over how many? Over 10 years, right?
Yeah, for 10 years, almost twice a year, but I remember maybe once or two times you have arrangement. So like 18, something like that.
And we did, yeah, okay. So, what did you find most compelling about the whole Senate system?
I will see the simplicity. Especially today in China, I don't know if you have that words like cat run. Have you ever heard that word?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. That means people make themselves really busy in a circle, keep running, fast running. Yeah, really busy time in China.
And
Uh,
did you say kite, like flying a kite?
not
Kite
cat.
or
Let's see. The mouse. What's that word? Rat. Rat run.
Yep, the mouse.
A mouse. Yeah. Keep yourself
Oh,
busy.
you're thinking about
Maybe a hamster.
the wheel the mouse runs on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, like in China is like this. Fast and severe competition, busy.
Yeah.
Especially during this time, easy thing. I think it is the only, how to say, practical thing to be repeat, to be adopted into workplace. So the simplicity part of 4D system is really amazing. On the other side, not only simple, but really effective. For example, the AMBR
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
also the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only one step change. It is a total change of the energy. It's really amazing.
Nice. What
Yeah.
about the context shifting worksheet?
The contexting worksheet, I think that's really how to say the big and thorough worksheet or method is really how to say effective, amazing for coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, this May holiday from the 3rd to 5th of May, I just ran a 3-day certification, 4D certification program. At the end, we ran that worksheet. It really amazed the whole class.
Nice.
And I remember the most touching point is still the storyline part. Because
Yeah.
at the beginning, how to say, the student who want to do the real case study,
Yep.
lady raised her topic. And at the beginning of the talk, he was really puzzled, no energy. After storyline, the person totally changed.
Nice.
Nothing is an issue. So really amazing. Yeah, I love context shift working sheets.
And how have you integrated this into your own life?
You mean whole the 4D system?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I recall, I've been studied like let's see, 14 years. Yeah, amazing. At that time, my son was only 10. I used AMBR a lot and also storyline. I told my Charlie, I still remember you mentioned for the first year, you mentioned that I used 1 year to change my storylines. I can still remember I must have many complaints. And each time you have no comments, you just ask me one question, Cindy, is this the fact or your storyline? And I also told my son and my husband, I learned this. I really want to be a person who talk about green stories. So whenever you heard me talking about the right storyline. You asked me one question, is this colorful? What color is this? And my son and my husband, they are really, I think, good master of 4D system. Almost every day I heard my son, Mom, what color is this? Yeah, so I do appreciate this simple system which changed, I think changed me, the whole person.
I know it changed you. I've watched you change.
Yeah, they watch my change. And also my son at that time, I was often invited to my son's school because his bad behavior in his teacher's eye. So I really don't know how to encounter with my son, how to persuade him to change. But this AMBR have been allowed. Before, I always criticize him, shout, and I almost want to beat him.
And he's a great student, by the way, Nat. He's studious, he's smart, he works hard.
High standards then.
High standards, oh yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
Chinese moms.
indeed he is. But before I learned 4D, I don't know how to talk. Yeah. So then from time to time, I realized what really worked. Each time when I ask him, do you feel good about this? How do you feel? And whatever happened, what's your next target now? That's the AMBR really. And I was asking him, what do you want now? And how do you want to achieve this? Only focus, yeah, to manage my how to say attention and his attention. So we only work on this part. Then I, how to say, present AMBR in two directions. What's your current target? And how do you want to be responsible for your own targets? Only these two questions to manage our attention on both sides.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was always asked by some executives and parents today when their son, their daughter, how to say, attracted by the computer games and cannot complete their homework on time. So how to change their behavior? Then I just tell them, I met the same issue with my son when he was around 10. So I only asked two questions. Whatever happened, no matter how much time he spent on playing or computer games, I only asked, what's your plan now? What do you want next? And how do you want to be responsible for your target? Only these two questions. Yeah. Then it saved my shouting, my anger. Yeah, our battle. Yeah, now he became a really responsible person.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Simple but effective.
Do you have any particular memories of workshops or working with clients that would be interesting? Any events and workshops?
Yeah, I think each time it is interesting. If you say most interesting, let me see a recent one. The common interest and also the appreciation. I think each part are powerful, but let me tell you two recent experience. Early this year, a company which is listed in US. They invited me to deliver workshop for their CEO plus CEO -1 and -2 group, like 40 people together. Before the workshop, they have a sentence, something like, the real talent don't need inspiration or encouragement from others. So they never do appreciation.
Oh
They
my.
only talk about problems. Yeah, and they have company stock. And they are, they have no worry about money. But the problem the team is they don't have inspiration, and they don't have energy, or how to say, they don't have passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they invite me to do the workshop. Before I found their sentence, the real talent don't need encouragement. That's their sentence. Yeah, they thought they are real talent. And at the beginning of the workshop, I do a small activity. I ask them to share one thing each did great for the team. They have many blue people,
Uh-oh.
and they are stuck there. And I ask why. They said, nothing great about ourselves. I was really shocked. They are blue, but they are great. They don't think they are great. Because every day the CEO, the executives, they talk about problems. They only know they have problems.
Yeah.
Then after workshop, many executives' reflection was, I will appreciate myself. I will appreciate the team.
Wow. That's a big change, huh?
Yeah, big change, big change. That was inspiring to me. And another one was last year. One executive invited me to do for his team, because he was there for 1 year and he found they have small group, but they don't cooperate with each other. So we do the common interest part at the very beginning. Oh, by the way, this executive used to work for IBM, used to work for another big company in Beijing, which is also listed, used to be in US and then I think in Hong Kong. And then he moved to a new company and he found this team cooperation issue. And he just recalled, oh, which leadership system I learned, which was the most effective one. Then he named 4D. And they have a leadership institute within the company.
Okay.
Then he just asked the team leader to find 4D suppliers for him. And they located 3 and they made interview. And finally they chose me.
Okay.
So I was the lucky one.
That's because you live it, Cindy. They can tell.
Thank you, Charlie. I think you really, your company and working with you, really changed me. And I enjoy this delivery of 4D system. That's the way of living and also the way of making money.
That's right.
So
That's me
really,
too.
yeah, that's good. So, and another lucky thing is this team leader thought it's not an easy thing to change behavior and change mindset. So at the very beginning, he said he wants the team to learn the concept and also lead the way in their everyday work. So they bought 8 days to learn this.
Nice. Nice.
They decided to learn 2 days each quarter, use the whole year,
Nice.
8 days to learn and to practice. That's really a nice contract. And they want to do the common interest at the beginning, the first quarter, because team cooperation
Yeah.
was big headache for them. And I arranged a game, because it's a square classroom, 4 walls.
Mhm.
And I divided them into 4 groups. And to keep silent, I write on a piece of paper. Each team have a task. So I name 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 groups. Actually, the task is like group 1. Your task is to move all the chairs in the classroom around the table in front of wall 1, like the one with the door. I also number the 4 walls in the classroom. So each group have a conflict task. Like group 1, you move all the chairs to the wall which with the door. And group 2 to the next wall, group 3 to the opposite, and group 4 to the other wall. Did I make myself clear? You can
Mhm,
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't know others' task, and they cannot talk with other group. But we just compete. Yeah, try to complete your task as fast as possible. So they fight. They try to grasp others' chairs.
Jeez.
It's really a total mess.
Mhm.
Within 5 minutes, no group can complete their simple task. And then I give them time to communicate after the first round. Usually in other place, they would reflect, oh, it must like this. If we always want to complete our task, no one can win. But if we try to complete one groups, they can really complete within 5 minutes, just one by one. Usually happen like this. But in this group, after the talk, they still fight. And then after 2 rounds, they failed. No group complete the task. They only think about themselves. Each group only think about their own task. There is no will of others. After 2 rounds, we discuss about the common interest. So within a company, if only one group win, can this company survive?
Hmm.
And you really win. That's really the touching point. And then we studied your whole slides, the common
Okay.
interest part. It changed that whole department.
Hmm.
And within 1 year, this department, the whole company saw the energy, the way they work, the change. And this is half of the company. These 40 people, they lead 2,000 team members. So the whole energy change. And then the other half of the company, around 2,000, the number 1 of the other business, they want to copy, they want to learn from me.
Okay.
And this May, they sent 3 team members to get certified in 4D, and they want to spread 4D in the whole company.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how do you get clients? And do you advertise?
Oh, that's my weak point, Charlie. I'm how to yeah, I don't enjoy writing articles. I don't enjoy like today the public show, public talk, but I do enjoy delivering workshops. So my way, I think, is the mouse.
Word of
I
mouth.
just think
Yeah.
I just think how to deliver the workshop. So each customer, I think their change is the advertisement.
That's how I did it.
Yeah,
So your husband built the assessment system. Are you using it?
you mean the how to say?
Online system. He made the whole thing, right?
Oh yes, the assessment, right?
Yeah,
TDA, IDA. Yeah.
you're using it, right?
Yes, yes, we are using it.
Nice.
But it's only in Chinese.
I know, I know.
We know some other people are working on English versions, so we focus on Chinese, the most easy thing for us.
Remember, you know, Amy who came into the first workshop with you.
Yes,
I,
and
I asked you about her. I got an email the other day from her, like
Did
2 or
you
3
get her
days
back?
ago. Hmm?
Did
She
you
said,
get her?
yeah, of course. She said that she had a dream about me.
Oh,
And she said that she was hoping to get something in her life as transformational as what she got out of me with the 4D system.
it was. And I remember at the beginning, she just started 2 restaurants together. And later on, I invited in one of the Thai. You know where I have a table, right?
I do know, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And we too, or sometimes she was busy. She think about the business part, so she asked me to give a 4D workshop to the members in her restaurant.
Okay.
And she also used the appreciation agreement part in managing the restaurant.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's really
And
successful today.
these restaurants are extremely successful.
Yeah, really. We are proud we have our restaurant. Yes. We enjoy our food. It's pure. The other day, last year, around the autumn, the Moon Festival, I invite a friend to have dinner with me around a lake. It happened to be a Thai food. After
Okay.
each dish, oh, I thought, oh, I recall my own dishes, our own restaurant. Our dishes are really far more tasteful.
That's right. Yeah. Food's
Next,
delicious.
one day you come to Beijing. Yeah, I'm bringing you to our Thai.
Her best restaurants are Vietnamese,
I would love to come.
you know.
Hopefully someday
Yeah.
I'll get the opportunity.
Yeah. And that means more enjoyable, although I don't have investment there.
You get VIP treatment if you go, for sure.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. That's a big motivator.
So what color is that? Orange?
I'm sorry.
What
Oh,
color?
I am a blue like Charlie. So it's which has been really helpful for me because there's been a couple of challenges that I've had to work through. Sounds like Charlie's done lots of coaching for you as well, and he has done the same for me, which has been extremely helpful. Yeah, being the rarely in doubt, but often wrong, but rarely in doubt. I keep that in my back pocket to try to keep me out of trouble.
So do you have any questions for Cindy?
The one question that you haven't answered, I don't think, is how many workshops are you currently able to do or doing each year? You mentioned with Charlie you were doing 2 a year at that time. Is that kind of the most that you're usually able to do, whether through demand or supply, if that makes sense?
Yeah, let me try to understand. When I mentioned I'm having Charlie to do 2 each year, that means we brought Charlie from US to Beijing to do certification. So we recruit new students who want to deliver for the workshop as a teacher. Yeah, that's certification program we did twice a year.
Okay.
But as my service to corporation, of course, there is no such limit. I have an interesting aim. I think 1 year after I met, not 1 year, I would say within 1 year. Let me recall exact timing. Yeah, maybe around 1 year. After I met Charlie, I made a decision. Before that, I was working for a corporation, but a special situation because I was the only one who is working in Beijing, and my manager was in Northern Ireland. So I'm pretty free. That means during summertime, my manager start work from 4 p.m. Beijing time. And during winter, my manager start to be online to work from 3 p.m. So before that, I was pretty free. I can study my own things, but of course I need to deliver my performance. He was satisfied with me, I would think so, because I was transferred from a Canadian company, Nortel Networks,
Okay.
to a European company. Yeah. And I was the only one my manager chose from Beijing team. So he really trusts me. But unfortunately, I started coaching at this 4D, which was really a lot more energy to me. So after I met Charlie, I told my manager, if there's a chance to be utilized, I'd like to vote. So after 1 year, my manager asked me, do you regret? There is really a chance. Do you want to take back your words? I said, no. Then after 1 year, my manager gave me a package and I became to be a freelancer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how many days a year are you giving a workshop now?
Yes. Sorry, I gave a long sorry to this
No need to
simple question.
apologize.
Yeah. Other teachers how to say, yeah, trainers, they want to deliver as much as possible. They want to deliver 100 days. At the beginning, I just don't have such aim. I don't know why. I don't have such aim. I enjoy study, going to coaching courses or other like satire courses or meditation courses or go to India or whatever. I just don't have any target how many days I want to deliver. But it turned out I have really good customer, and in the first year maybe I only have 3 customers, but it just turned to be more and more. I have enough. I don't count, but I would say not like 100 days, maybe only 50 days. But that nourishing because we need to talk beforehand what was happening in this team. And we design, like each team is different. Some team, they want to spend only 2 days on the whole 4D system, they want fast. Then I try to design something for them, how they can implement, how they can turn this into a habit. So I would say, if you are really busy, you use the assessment system. If you can spend more time, I help them to work out a kind of homework system. Like they can do 20 days. In China, we have a term 打卡. That means each day a small practice, and they have a WeChat group, and they can like do a small piece of homework and present in the WeChat group, like 20 days. Each day they have a small reflection on their attention. 21 days for storyline, 21 days for appreciation, and a story or a practice on other modules. Yeah, so.
But Cindy, you make enough income to support the whole family, don't you?
What system for the homestead family?
You make enough money to support the whole family.
I don't know if I can say that. Yeah. Yes. My husband suspended his work after
For years now, he's not working.
Yeah, I think maybe for 10 years. I've been working, with 40.
She's got a kid in a US college.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't
Wow.
count days, but I made enough money. 40.
Right. How are the certification workshops different? The
The
2 times a year?
When Charlie was not retired, twice a year, Charlie's workshop. And Charlie, do you remember your joke in the workshop, like the physician who won the Nobel Prize? And each time, have you ever heard Charlie's joke on this net?
I think so, if I'm remembering the right one.
Yeah, he would say, the scientists deliver.
The one about the driver, I think she's talking about, and the guy being in the back of the room.
You realize that joke?
Yeah.
And in Beijing, Charlie would say, I'm his driver.
Cindy's my driver.
Yeah.
Ask her the hard questions.
Yes, and so there are students came to ask me questions, and they are in my way of delivering the workshop, because Charlie is blue and I'm green, so I'm not good at telling the serious, but I make things interesting, light, yeah, and they are curious about my way of delivering. Before Charlie's retirement, I started my own certification. That means apart from Charlie's big workshop, each time Charlie came, there will be like 50 students. And I made my decision twice. Oh, this year I want 100 students. So it really happened. It's magic. Each year each time I think, oh, how many students I want this time? If I name 50, I have 50. If I name 100, I have 100. But my own certification, I always make it 20 or 16. 16 is my number for my own, because they have plenty of questions. And I thought if I have more, I don't have enough time to deliver. Hi, Larissa.
Yes, I'm so sorry. So one of those days, as we say here in US, meaning like sometimes things really got messed up. So thank you. I was looking forward to meeting with you. I heard so much about you from Charlie. I'm just really in awe of what you're doing, and I hope to watch the recording. Yes, and many thanks to Charlie. And Nat, I got your text message very late, so I was in a meeting. Sorry about that.
No problem.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Cindy. Pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure. You will hear, green stories, green people like stories. Yeah, where we are about certification. Nat is asking me, what's the difference between certification program and the corporate workshop? Should I understand like this?
Yeah, that's the question.
So for certification, I think people's students' aim is to deliver So their thinking is about how they can deliver this and how is this functioning and why this is effective is more theoretical. But in corporate workshops, they want to solve their own problems. I think that's the focus difference. And also, I would say certification program is more easy because they are dedicated. They pay money. They make the decision by themselves. But in corporate, it's the company paying. And people, they thought, oh, I have that issue. I have the problem to work out. So you use more energy to manage their attention. It's really need to be light interesting. But I found in NASA is different. Chinese way is really effective for those scientists. But in Beijing or in China, it's different customer. So I really found it's different. I use more, how to say, time to energize them. And also we do prior, how to say, interview, or we do a kind of, not assessment, what's the word? I cannot find the words, like a kind of, questionnaire. Yeah, questionnaire. I do a questionnaire to collect their concerns, their interests, and also to understand their way of talking, their language. And if they are more devoted, I'll check. Do you want to invite 5 or 8 members to be interviewed by something like Zoom? In China, we have a Tengxun, similar. Yeah. So I talked to 5 or 8 people before to understand more. And it's also to manage their expectation. Usually their expectation will be, they want something like the MBA course. They are more interested in that type of tools. So before the workshop, I would manage their expectation. It's not about, really not about your business know-how or the management tools. It's about person. It's about people. Yeah. It's about mindset, which really counts in running your business. Yeah. I'm not sure if I answered your question then.
You did, and more, and more. So thank you.
Thank you for your question. So Larissa, you are also located in US?
Yes, I'm in Massachusetts. Yes, absolutely. So
I saw your black hair, so you're from Asian?
Yes, I am from Central Asian part of Russia. Yes, I'm have a very diverse cultural background. So I actually, when I participated in yet another training on intercultural communication, and when they assessed my skills, I didn't realize that the Central Asians roots are very deep in my cultural background. I didn't realize. I thought it's just a wonderful sort of story, but I didn't realize how much Asian in me is ingrained in my DNA. So yeah, I live and learn, so to speak. Yes, I'm from Bashkortostan. It's all that. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, all of the Stan area. So, and it's a Central Asia. It's so basically, yeah, it's something we located in between, right in between Asia and Europe. And there was a saying in our culture that we are born to be diplomats. So we are born to be really sort of managing the relationship between Asian part of the planet and the European. So funny enough, I don't know. Many thanks to Charlie and many thanks to other my colleagues. I made it through to work with NASA and after that science and engineering diplomacy. So so I guess it was my destiny to find the way to really learn more about this topic. It's fascinating, and Charlie helped me a lot to really learn more about myself. I'm green. You probably already know. You probably already diagnosed me. So my husband is orange. So that explains that explains my story. My husband is orange, but we're doing just fine for what is it? We lived together for gosh, what is it? 45, 46 years now. Yeah. Yeah. So that's knock on the wood. Where is the wood? I don't know what's the expression in China. Yeah. But anyway, apparently it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're following 4D, you can find the solution, right, Charlie?
Yep.
So in any combination, green can do anything. With green can live peacefully with blue and with yellow and with orange. So yeah, so yeah. So that's basically it. Yes, I'm Asian. So who am I? I'm Asian, Russian, American. Hopefully, I don't have to pick up any other name in my life, but basically, that's who I am. Yes, it's a combination of Asian culture, very deep Slavic rule and culture. It was actually to make a transition from Asian culture to Russian Slavic culture was much more difficult than than my transition to American culture. I don't know why. Charlie probably knows why, but I don't. Charlie probably knows why. But anyway, it's just it's a journey. It's a life journey. So. And I heard so much great things about you, and Charlie speaks of you very, very highly. Yeah, all of us who follow Charlie's teaching, we also think, without knowing you, we also think very highly of you. So,
We had a lot of fun, didn't we, Cindy?
Yeah, I'm benefit from this system from Charlie. Yeah, lucky that we met. Yeah, you mentioned diplomat. I thought 4D will make your diplomat work and family life easy.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I am trying to bring 4D into my science and engineering diplomacy. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it will be a huge splash as soon as they will realize that. I already did that for the schools, for the high schools here. And Charlie was a wonderful speaker for the last, I don't know how many years, Charlie. You spoke first time in my classroom, gosh, like 13 or 14 years ago. My goodness, those students already probably have the grandchildren. So anyway, but yes, Charlie's changed my life. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I will be forever grateful, Charlie. As long as I live, I would every day say thank you, Charlie, for your help.
Thank you.
Yes, we have the same words, Charlie. Yeah, when you mentioned to school, I recall, oh, Charlie, do you know, this May I also have some students from an old company. They already have 30 students certified
Nice,
for
nice,
the, but this year they are sending 6 more students.
super.
And it's really a small group, only like 200,
Mm.
240, a small company, they are sending this money, want to be certified. I was curious, why? What you are doing? Why do you want more to be certified? They said one of the college in Shanghai asked them to bring 4D into the campus. So this
Nice.
company, they do 4D for the whole group. Everybody study 4D. But before that, before 4D, like in the year of 2014, this CEO just came to the position and he said everything was difficult. And once he was in the airport, he saw the book, How NASA Built Teams in Chinese. And he chose to implement 4D in his team. And he came to Amy and I, and we started in the year of 2015. Now his words about the company is, everybody is the leader. It's really inspiring. And in COVID period, everyone in Shanghai almost complained, but his staff sent me their mindset change using AMBR and using storyline. And they help each other. Everyone try to solve more problem among themselves in life and in work. And they told me an amazing story that they never stopped the production during the whole COVID period. It's really an amazing story. And I think this group must be different so people see. That's why each year they have students come to, from university to practice in their company. So staff would teach them 4D. And the students said, this is the most practical, most effective system they have ever learned. So last year, one university contacted with the CEO, asking them to bring 4D into the company. So that's why this year they sent 6 more staff to be certified. They are trying to deliver course in university.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I was also invited in one of the Beijing University where I graduated. That's Beijing Aeronautics and Astronautics University. And for several years, each year I bring some other 4D certified trainer. We deliver 4D for their freshmen.
Nice, nice. So I have a question.
Mhm.
I've only recently become aware of how seriously Chinese take numbers. Should we change the name to 8B, 8 behaviors?
What do you mean?
I've learned Chinese don't like the number 4, but they love the number 8.
Oh, you mean change your 4D system to 8 behavior?
8B?
Oh, when you mentioned 8B, you know, Charlie.
8B instead of 4D, 8B for the behavior.
Oh,
Instead of
4D,
4
8B.
dimensions, 8 behaviors. Call it the 8B system.
That's a nice name. Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. You mentioned this, you know, Charlie. After we complete the 8 behavior 8B, we ask students to do their body gesture to name each behavior.
Yeah.
Like
They actually make a song and sing it and do this body gestures.
Yeah, body gesture like appreciation, like common interest. Yeah, each time we do this.
And they sing and do these gestures together as a group.
Yes, in some company, their team meeting, they start with 8B.
Yeah.
Very strong. From one company, they said, oh, no needs, no discussion is needed. We only need to do this. And you know, this body gesture is really effective. So in their quarrels or start to fight, maybe some people will do a gesture like this.
Yeah.
And we also name the AMBR and also the storyline. They do this, the storyline change.
Yeah. I love it.
And AMBR, we name that look to into the future and look back to yourself. So the AMBR, we do this.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we have 10 gestures,
So it's like-
8B plus your AMBR and the storyline. Really? How to say, I think, awakening, I think.
Nice, Cindy. Thank you so much. Any final questions for Cindy or any final words from anybody?
I would just say thank you, and it sounds like you've really done some very cool and powerful. I don't know if you call them add-ons, but you know, you've seemed to come up with some really creative ways to provide the material that makes it accessible for students. So thank you for sharing some of those stories. It's been really interesting.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see to watch the recording. So hopefully Charlie will post it sometime tomorrow or whenever he has some time. So
I'll put it up tomorrow for sure.
yeah, tomorrow I will watch it tomorrow. So yes, I hope we will stay connected through Charlie, and hopefully that you will continue making the waves around the world with all your amazing work. So many thanks to Charlie, and thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Charlie, and thank you. For sure, yeah, we will keep doing 4D. Maybe we will have more time to exchange.
Sure.
Yes. And
you.
It's a
I don't
nice
know.
way to make living using 4D.
Yes. Yeah,
Thank you,
we
Cindy.
are connected. We're all a 4D family, right?
Yeah, definitely. Charlie brought this big family together around the
Absolutely.
world. Yeah.
It was
We are-
great to see you, Nat. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
Cindy.
you. Thank you, Charlie. Hope to see you soon.
So it sounds good. Thank you. Take care.
Thank
God
you.
bless
Okay.
you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.